It's like such a bad night for me, but I could get there on. You do an aerial on 6 Tuesdays, right?
Porchcast Pottstown is now live.
This is how we start the show. We're just talking. Bobby's like, "What's happening?" I'm like, "We just start talking," and then he hits the live button, and we're in the middle of the conversation. And then here we are. Exactly.
The little eyeball icon is up.
There it is.
We don't have anybody logged in yet.
I see it. Well, I am.
You log in.
I am, and I'll check out. That might be me.
It probably is. I'm going to do it too.
And I'm going to check out over on YouTube. Excellent.
So it counts if you view yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it is weird. Like the number that Matt will see on the screen is different than the number that I see. And I don't know if that's because he's logged in as Matt Glocker at Glocker Real Estate. Or I'm not sure how that works, but like he'll see a different number than I will. So whatever.
So I've just stopped trying to figure all that
to
out.
Understand.
I don't think anybody really knows.
No.
And
it's some mysterious algorithm.
It seems like Zuckerberg and all them mess around with it on a daily basis. Literally, one day it's different than the next.
Yes.
Doesn't make any sense.
Managing the business page is like really maddening.
I'm actually on my page right now and I can't see my own
and you can't find yourself.
Right. Just things like that. I'm going to take the overlay down.
Yeah, we got some people tuning in.
Yeah. So that people can see. We are Porchcast Pottstown. We're live right now on YouTube, Porchcast Pottstown. We have that new handle. We're easier to find on YouTube. It's now youtube.com/Porchcast Pottstown.
I'm going to Google us. I'm going to be like, how do I find that Porchcast show?
And we're live on Matt Green and Glocker Real Estate on Facebook. That's my Facebook page for my business. And that's where we started Porchcast Pottstown. Gypsy Chris says hello. Somehow Gypsy Chris is saying she sees 5 people. I don't know what that's a reference to, but thanks for tuning in.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Is there? Do we have a specter?
She might need to put her glasses on. Thanks for tuning in. I do see some people tuning in. Please let us know that you're here and watching. You can say hello. You can hit the like button. You can share the show to your feed. If you can share a cat video, you can share Porchcast Pottstown.
I do that right now.
It does actually help us get the word out because if you're commenting on the show, sharing the show, liking the show, Facebook will show the show to more people, and then we'll get more people interested in the things that are going on in Pottstown. We'll get more people interested in becoming Dragon Boat Warriors, et cetera, et cetera. So please let us know that you're out there and watching. There's going to be plenty of time to interact with the show, interact with the other people in the chat.
ETC. Etc. Yes.
So let's start getting into it since we have a decent amount of people watching. Yes. Tonight on the show, we have some folks from Pottstown Dragon Boat Warriors, which is part of the Pottstown Athletic Club. We have Enid and we have Bobby.
Hello.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Do not talk about sweating. Do not do that. Yes.
We'll talk about getting sweaty.
But maybe we will.
So who wants to get started and start explaining to people what the Pottstown Dragon Boat Warriors are? I mean, I'm sure there's people out there watching that might not know. So let's give them an introduction to what's going on here.
Right. So give us like the elevator speech of like, oh, really? Dragon boat? What is that? Give us like the little ditty about what a dragon boat
maybe
is.
We should talk about how it started with the Pottstown Athletic Club.
Sure.
So it took a dream from an athletic director, Rob Matthews, with the Pottstown Athletic Club, and our coach, Chris Marcourt, who came together and had this idea to actually bring dragon boating to the Pottstown borough in 2013. So they started with a women's team.
With a dream.
Yes, with a dream. They started with a women's team. And I know, Matt, you had said that your kids had participated at one point in time in the youth series that they had offered.
That's correct.
And it's sort of morphed into this mixed boat. We have people of all ages. We have people of all abilities that are in the boat, and anybody can participate, really.
So when you compete, I don't want to go too
Sure.
far afield
Sure.
from like talking about the history, but when you compete, so there's men and women both together in the boat.
Yes.
So that
Yeah, that's
might be
correct.
like one of the only sports, unless you've got like a mixed doubles tennis or something where men and women are competing together.
Mhm.
So
And
Yes.
then,
interesting.
yeah, on mixed
And,
drinks.
you know, I might be next to somebody in the boat. I'm, 44 years old. I might be next to somebody that's 65 years
Mhm.
old. You can have somebody you can actually have somebody compete that is as young as 12 years old
Wow.
in the boat, as long as they have the ability to keep up with
Mhm.
the team. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, it
actually.
is.
Yeah.
Diverse.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Extremely.
Okay. So 2013, they
Yep.
like, hey, let's bring dragon boating to Pottstown.
Yep.
And
They
like,
got a boat. They got a boat donated. They had a paddle pool put in,
Right.
which is the only paddle pool in the East Coast.
And so a dragon boat, for those of you, and Matt's going to put up some pictures later for that don't know, it's like, we all know what it looks like a crew, like a sculling, like a crew boat, but it's different than that. Right?
It's not as narrow. It sits up higher and it's wider.
Mm-hmm.
So it holds up to 20 people in the boat, 20 paddlers, I should say. Then we have a steers person. So that's going to be different from rowing as well, where you're not going to have the steers person that's sort of like behind you. And then we also have to have, for competitions, you have to have a drummer that sits on the front,
Okay. Like banging a drum.
banging a drum to keep tempo.
I want to be that person that doesn't have to actually do any work.
And you can
I'm not
actually,
that's not work. I don't,
and
but not doing the work.
in
Right?
professional competition, you can actually be given a time penalty if the drummer is not keeping consistent time.
Sure. That's the
Yeah.
whole point of them being the drummer,
Yep.
right? Is to keep that beat.
Yeah, so
Right.
they can actually receive penalties for not doing their job.
Right.
So I'm
we
going
aren't that level, but
keep talking. I'm going to
Sure.
put up some pictures over the screen so people can see what you're talking about. The first picture there is the dragon boat in the water down at the Schuylkill
Mhm.
by the boat launch, which is on the North Coventry side.
Mhm.
So the Fish and Boat Commission boat ramp is in Fiverland.
Yep.
Over at the Wampler Sports Complex. That's the name of that little area over there,
Oh, it is.
next to the Quake Club.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's the Wampler Sports Complex.
All right.
So keep talking. And
Right.
then I'm going to put these other pictures up.
So where were we?
So there's one person standing in this picture. Is that
that is the steers person.
okay? So
Yep.
and they've got like a rudder.
There is a small rudder. It's the oar really that is doing the steering, and it really is just a flick of the wrist that gets the boat
Like
to
a
go in the
really
direction that you
small
need it to. Yeah,
movement, right.
Very small movement.
Right.
Yep.
All right. So it's longer. Did you say longer than a regular crew boat?
I don't know that it's necessarily longer, but it's going to sit up higher in the water. It's going to be wider as well.
Okay.
And you have the dragon head on it for competitions.
Yeah,
That's
I see. So
required.
this is the
Yep.
picture you just put up now. So
Yep.
you've got the dragon
Yes.
head there, right? And then who's the red guy?
That's also the steer. That's going to be your steers person.
Okay. Is that the drummer?
That would be the
That's
So the
the
drummer
drummer.
in this picture, the red guy is the steers person,
Yep.
steers
Steers
person.
steers person, and the drummer back here in the blue. It looks like a blue
And the
vest.
drummer
So,
has
and a
to-
lot of
yes.
people. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people in there.
You have,
And you can
yeah.
tell the pictures. It doesn't have like a great resolution, but you could tell that it's like a mixed people, men
Yeah.
and women, and different ages and whatnot.
Yes,
It must be a hell of a workout.
it is.
Right? Are you, like,
yes, it is
ripped?
all. It's not arms. It's all core,
Yeah, if you
and that's
want
something that
abs,
people are very
Mhm.
surprised
Dragon
about.
Boat will give you abs.
Yes.
Guaranteed.
Okay.
It'll give
Well,
you these sides, these lats.
So
Lat.
yeah, so that is not. I've been kayaking a few times,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's where it is.
It's much more involved than what you would do in kayaking. There's sort of like this. There's a twist that occurs in your torso, and you are pressing and pulling and using your lats
Mhm.
to do that at the same time that you're also doing a leg press. So it is really like a full body movement in the boat.
And are you only on one side? Or
You are only on one side.
okay? So
Yep.
you're doing, and then somebody, or are you sitting side by side in the
Yes,
boat?
you are
Side by
sitting
Okay,
side by
so
side,
so you're doing on the right he or
Yep.
she is doing on the left. And
Yep. Port side is left.
Got it.
Starboard is right.
I will never remember that. ever.
You don't need to.
What's
It's
the
fine.
yeah?
Port,
Well, I don't know.
Bobby's
Maybe
starboard.
maybe after this, I'll be like so inspired. I'll be like, I'm going to sign up for dragon boating because I
Yeah.
really want to like get a ripped core. So
it
there's
really
a great.
does give you pretty
So
amazing.
this now Matt put up a picture of it looks like you're on like a reformer or something.
This is our winter training. And these are called paddle ergs. So think of a stationary rower
Mhm.
that instead of handles, you have a paddle that is attached to it. And
Okay.
the seat doesn't move back and forth. The seat is stationary.
Right.
So you're getting that leg press. You're practicing that leg press that you need to
it more
utilize.
closely simulates what's actually happening in the
Yes.
boat
Yeah.
than a rowing machine.
Except you're not getting the Philly D, which we need to talk about as well.
Oh, right.
It's very important.
Let's come back to that.
So
Okay.
here's the other thing I want to show. I do want to show that pool. You mentioned it real briefly.
Yep, I did.
And let's talk about that pool because that pool is very special.
Right. So in 2013,
Mhm.
okay. So Matt just put up a picture of
Yep.
the pool, which looks like a U-shaped.
Yes.
Cool.
So describe to us why that pool is so special. I have talked about that before, but I know that there's some new watchers.
So when you have the paddle ergs and you're utilizing the paddle ergs in your winter training, you're not getting your Philly D, which is the completion of your full stroke, which is
Mhm.
bringing it back to your original start, which is the catch. So the paddle pool is actually simulating. You are able to actually simulate what you're actually doing in a boat.
Right.
With the full stroke.
Mhm.
So you're getting to see where you might need to work on in terms of your form.
Mhm.
The paddle ergs are going to give you power. They're not going to give you form.
Got it.
And the paddle pool will give you form. So we get people from all over. We get people from New York. We get people from Massachusetts that will come down and spend a weekend and rent the paddle pool for an
Wow.
hour or two.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so this is at the Pottstown Athletic Club, which, as we always like to talk about things in Pottstown as to what
Yes.
they were. So this is at the old Armory building, which is King Street between
263 King Street.
between Charlotte and Penn.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm actually going to put a picture of it up. Before I do, I want to ask you a very specific question, Enid. How many of these pools are in existence in this area or in
One.
this region?
One.
And it would be the only rowing pool in what part of the country?
Paddling pool.
Paddling pool. Sorry.
One.
One. On the East Coast, right?
On the East Coast.
Wow.
It's
So
the
that's
only
why you
one.
have
Yes.
people come from. So teams
All
will come
over.
from all over
Yes.
To
to do
practice.
practice.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So we've been sort of defunct because of, with the pandemic. And when we started to get back into full function, Rob Matthews, the athletic director at Pottstown Athletic Club, was getting calls immediately from people trying to book the pool. Our pool is currently down and out of water because we need to have it repaired. We had a leak over the pandemic.
Okay.
So we have the parts coming in and they're going to be hopefully repaired in January and we'll be up and running. And we have it already booked for
Wow.
February.
Wow.
And it's like, when you look into January, February, March, our paddle ergs and our paddle pool are booked by other teams. Bucks County,
Mhm.
some from New York. We have some from the Bethlehem area that come in. So we have people that are traveling a distance to utilize the services that we offer at the Pottstown Athletic Club,
Here.
which is pretty incredible. Here in
Here
Pottstown.
in
I know. All roads
Kinda
lead to
cool.
Pottstown. It is very cool.
Well, here's the other side of that too. So that means that the Pottstown Athletic Club at the old Armory, which the picture is now up on the screen, so
Mhm.
people who don't know
There
what
it
the
is.
old Armory is, now they know what it looks like, so they can go and find
It looks like a when
It's a fort.
when it looks like when Law and Order is doing a showing a school, like this is like PS 182 in Brooklyn. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It totally looks
Yeah.
like that. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But my point is that think about all these people that are coming in from all over the East Coast or all over the United States. So they're coming to Pottstown.
Mhm.
So after you're done rowing, I would imagine you get pretty hungry.
Well,
would
and you need a
imagine-
place to stay.
And you need a place to stay.
Right.
And I'm sure you get pretty thirsty.
So thirsty.
And your car probably runs out of gas.
Yes.
So that's money that's being spent here in the borough because we have such a unique training facility.
You know, I don't know what that category is. Is it like sports tourism? But so we've got,
Totally.
you know,
Yeah.
so this is sports tourism. So is the Rumble.
Yeah.
So is the BMX park, which a
Yes.
lot of people don't even really know about
Yeah.
or think about because they're not in that world. But people come from all over to race on that BMX
That's right.
track.
And we have
And-
the criterion.
And we've got the the criterium, which I think now they just call the Pottstown Bike Race.
Yeah.
A thought just went right out of my head on another one.
We got a lot of cool
mhm.
stuff.
But we have a lot of sports. Oh, the Schuylkill River Trail, of course. So
Right.
people,
Yeah.
you know, just riding their
Right.
bikes from Philadelphia to Schuylkill County and Pottstown being roughly halfway, and the river itself, you know, the Sojourn and all of that stuff. So these are things that if you don't know about it, you don't know about it. But it's a big thing that's happening that's drawing people to Pottstown and bringing in all of these other ancillary dollars that are spent in businesses.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
fantastic.
Mhm.
Where do people stay when they come to town? Do you know? Do you ever get to meet any of these other people?
I haven't. No,
Mhm.
I mean, because
Please do a survey, 'cause
This
I would
is
like to
Bobby
know.
and I's first year.
Yeah.
Right.
Participating.
That was one of my questions. So
yeah,
you both got involved just as
we jumped in,
Mhm.
Yeah.
literally jumped in with both feet.
were they
Yeah.
was the Dragon Warrior team doing like a recruiting event, or how did you come to be interested in it?
I'll let Bobby answer that question because he recruited me.
Right to it. I actually started with CrossFit.
Mhm.
So just going to the CrossFit classes, which is one of the other programs that the club offers.
Right.
And on the ground, working out, taking the classes, and I could kind of see them up there.
Right. So you were like adjacent
Practicing.
to it and seeing.
Yeah, it's like one big just open space that we
Mm-hmm.
all kind of share. And you can see them up in the loft, like rowing, and I'm like, that looks kind of cool. Like, so I walked over and just something that I love about the athletic club is that everyone there is so welcoming
Mhm.
and warming that they're like, if you show any sort of interest, they're like, come on and try it out. Like,
Right.
just try it out.
Right.
So-
No pressure. No, no judgment.
No, it's
Right.
literally a judgment-free zone. Like,
Which
you
is
just
great
go and-
because I
Yeah.
think that's something that holds a lot of people back from joining a facility, a gym, or what, because they don't, you know, they're nervous and they
Mhm.
don't want to be looked at, or to get that word out that it's a really welcoming.
It's a
facility.
family.
Mhm.
It
And
really
we-
is a family.
if you have
Yeah.
any sort of intimidation about working out, come hang out with us.
Mhm.
It is the most welcoming.
What if I just don't want to work
Accepting
out and I hate exercise? Will that change?
They
some-
would
there's
be
some
very
attractive
happy
people to look
to
at.
still work with you. Even if you just wanted to sit on a paddler, you know, that's
Can I
kinda
just
cool.
watch other people exercise? Do
can
I
watch
get? Is there
other
any
people.
benefit to that?
Maybe the team needs a manager. You could be the team
I could
manager.
definitely be the team manager. That would be my kind of thing.
So there,
Yeah.
it really is just word of mouth for
Mhm.
recruiting.
Okay.
That's totally what it is. And you know, Bobby was like, we need more people up there, you know, practicing. And I was like, I was kind of thinking about it. Okay, I guess so.
Yeah.
So
So how often do you train or practice or whatever the
twice a week right
Okay.
now. Yeah, twice a week.
and
on the
how often
paddlers.
do you have meets or right,
Well, we did
competitions?
2 this summer.
Mhm.
We had one at the beginning of the summer in Philadelphia, and then our second one was in September in Mercer County, New Jersey,
Mhm.
outside of Trenton.
And are there teams that come from all over?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. yeah.
Yes.
When I was in Scotland, I was talking to one of the other people on our tour, and she was, I can't remember where she was from, but she said that she's like, well, I'm not sure if you know what this is, but I'm on a dragon boat team. I was like, well, funny you should say that because I do know exactly
Yeah.
what dragon boating is. We actually have a team right in my town,
Yeah.
a block and a half from my house.
Yeah.
So she was a little shocked that I actually knew
What it was.
familiar with
that's,
dragon
That's
boating.
the one thing. Like people typically associate it with rowing. And
Oh,
it's-
she was from Ohio.
Yeah,
That's where she
and
was
it's totally different from rowing.
Mhm.
And so when you introduce people to it and you get them in the boat, I think it just like blows their mind because it's really cool when you get the boat in sync and everybody's paddling at the same time. It's like it's this sort of like meditation that
Mhm.
occurs
Right.
when you're
Yeah, 'cause
all in
the
sync
zone,
and you're
right.
You're in the zone.
yeah totally.
So I keep going back. Okay,
Sure.
so 2013
Yeah.
was the athletic club located in the Armory in 2013 because they used to be down on
On
Hanover Street where the
Street.
Amores place is now.
Correct.
Yeah.
I
don't know when
don't.
they moved to the.
I'm not. I know they started in.
Two-
No, I know that. I think the gym started in 1992.
yeah,
Right.
something.
Yeah,
And then
so
they
I
did
think they
move.
were. I think
I
when
feel like they were
first,
still in the Armory. Yeah.
Well, I think when the Dragon Boat team first started, they were still in the Hanover Street
Mhm.
because I
Okay.
remember going down there for meetings because my kids were on the team.
Okay.
But it was
Okay, that makes
shortly
sense.
thereafter. It was only maybe a couple of seasons or so until it moved over to the Armory.
Mhm.
I remember being in the Hanover Street place as late as 2015, but then it moved over to the Armory shortly
Mhm.
thereafter.
Right.
Okay.
And for a while, Rob had both places open as he was transitioning from one
Okay.
to the other place.
And it's a big place over there
Mhm.
at the Armory. Does the athletic club has the
Yeah.
whole building?
They have the
Yes.
whole building, and
Wow.
it is now owned by Rob and his wife.
Oh,
they
great.
literally just filled out paperwork and completed the paperwork on the purchase.
Wonderful. Congratulations
So
to them.
that's I know that was a big relief for them to get that done because
Mhm.
they were leasing. So it was there's
Right.
always the potential to lose your
Space.
facility,
Sure.
lose your space.
Yep.
So yeah, there's a lot going on. We have CrossFit going on. We have the Dragon Boat paddle.
We see
paddle
people
pool.
running around the neighborhood with
Yeah.
medicine balls or whatever they're
We have
called. and
there's
kettlebells and
karate
yeah.
upstairs.
Mhm.
Karate upstairs. We have boxing in the basement. Like there's a ring in the basement. I mean, there's a lot going on.
Right.
Yeah.
That is really great. I would love to get over there just to take a look
Well, maybe
around.
I should invite you to our Rotary
and
event that's
it
going to be in January.
certainly will maybe convince me to exercise, but I would like to see the
Yeah.
facility anyway.
You can be my guest at Rotary when we do
All
the
right.
tour.
Yeah. Let me know.
Mhm.
We have a lot of people watching,
Yeah,
so I
we
just
do.
want to thank everybody for tuning in.
Thanks for
And
tuning
there's
in.
a lot of people in the chat, which is
There's 6 people over on YouTube, Matt,
Awesome.
which is a pretty good number for us on our YouTube. Yeah.
So let's do this. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That does help us out tremendously. It's free to subscribe. If you hit the bell icon along with your subscription icon, you'll get notifications when we're live. If you want to go back and watch reruns of Porchcast Pottstown, the easiest place to watch the reruns is on YouTube. We are Porchcast Pottstown on YouTube. YouTube.com/Porchcast Pottstown. Let's see. Gypsy Chris is watching.
Yeah, thanks for
Elizabeth
tuning in, everyone.
Yoder, thanks
Yeah.
for watching. Kathy Carney.
Oh,
She's a dragon boater as well.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thanks for
She's a
tuning in.
paddler.
Oh, Trinita says her bus broke down, so I'm
Oh,
watching.
no.
Did you give us hearts, Trinita? I just could turn on my comments.
She's been blowing up the hearts.
She's been blowing up.
I've
Great.
been blowing up the hearts. Anybody that wants to blow up the hearts. So,
Awesome.
Kathy
Yeah.
said hello. I
Yeah.
think we have another warrior here, Dave
Andrian?
Oh yeah, hi Dave.
Yep. Kathleen Bortz is tuning in. Thanks for watching, Kathleen. Lauren McCloskey, thanks for tuning in.
Chris Drucker.
She
is
says,
saying
Yeah,
hello.
Lauren says, if you haven't seen Enid in action, I highly recommend it. Jeanette Himes tuning in. Thanks for those hearts, Trinita. Excellent. Appreciate everyone. Hi, Mom. And William Paul Brogley is here. Great. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Kenyatta Lewis from the YWCA.
Excellent. And
bunch of people.
Kit Stanford and
Aw.
Jen Wright
Aw.
and Kathy Ann, Deb Penrod. Thanks,
Yeah,
everyone.
Thanks
Really
everybody.
appreciate you tuning in and learning about the Dragon Boat. So you were telling me a story before we got on
Sure.
air about China.
Yeah. So Philadelphia actually has the oldest dragon boat club in the United States.
Right. Well, and Philadelphia has a long
Yeah,
history
and they had a history
of rowing.
of water
Yeah.
water sports
Yep.
in general. And so the Hong Kong Tourist Association decided to come to Philadelphia and form a dragon boat team of rowers. And they took the rowers to China to participate in their first international race, and they proceeded to win second place. And so
Wow.
that was the birth of 1983, the birth of dragon boat sport in the United States.
Right. In the Philadelphia area.
And in the Philadelphia area.
right. That's 40 years next year
Mhm.
for
Yep.
if you're practicing Porchcast math.
Yep.
Yeah. So, so born right here
Mhm.
in the Philadelphia
Southeastern
area.
PA, yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, there comes Levi.
Somebody's coming. Hi, Levi. How
See
are
ya.
you?
Bye.
Yeah.
So when you do your training on the erg,
Ergs.
Yep.
Erg.
Paddle
Paddle
ergs.
ergs.
Yep.
erg, ERG?
Yep.
Ergs. And in the indoor water space,
Mhm.
and then do you practice out on the water itself?
We start when
We
it's
do.
warm enough.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No wetsuits in
Yeah.
the winter
No.
and all of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Usually the end of April.
Although I think you are a polar bear plunger, are you not?
I am a plunger. I am not opposed to being
Used
on
to
the
be a
water.
Used to be.
plunger.
Yeah. All right.
Yes. I'm a polar bear plunger, so I'm not afraid of the cold.
Right.
But yeah, you have to take into consideration everybody that's in the boat.
Sure.
There are some rules that you sort of have to follow if you're not wearing a wetsuit.
Mhm.
And a lot of us don't have wetsuits.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have to pay attention to the air temperature and the water temperature combined.
It would definitely
Yeah.
probably impact your recruiting if you're like,
Yeah.
and we practice on the
Yeah.
water in the winter. I'm out.
No, not
Yeah,
happening.
Right.
So I think last April we started April 30th.
And you
um,
put in right here at that
yeah.
Wampler, whatever,
Yep, we
Yeah,
put
right down
right
at the
in
park.
the Chester County
down there,
side.
in the, down there in the 5,
Down there in the
In the
5.
5.
Right across the street from my house.
in Bobby's neck of the woods down there.
Right across the
I'll
street from
call
my
Bobby
house.
barely a 5er,
Yeah.
I'm an honorary 4.
and he's a 4 at heart.
I'm a 4 at heart.
Yes, yes. Bobby also helped us out on 4th of July with our awesome decorative.
Astronaut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's living in, for those of you that came down for the 4th of July, we had a Lady Liberty with a space helmet on. So she now is living in my garage, and she kind of scares the shit out of me every time I walk in. I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally
There
forgot
she
that
is.
she was here. There she is. Yes.
Bring her
So-
out for parties.
She's yes, that would be fun.
Put
so
her in the boat.
she
Yeah.
is in there watching over all of our merch and our other goodies in
Yeah.
there.
The 4th of July keeper.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So what else do you want to tell folks about dragon boating? What if they want to sign up? Where can they?
If
What
they
kind,
w-
what kind of commitment does it entail?
So that's the
Do you get a cool T-shirt? You know, that kind of stuff, right?
Working on that.
yeah. We're working on some new T-shirts, but it really is as good as you want to be in dragon boating is as much as a commitment that you have to make to the team.
Okay.
So we have practices 2 days a week.
Mhm.
Not everybody comes to
Every single
every
one.
single practice. It is in your best interest if you want to be a better paddler
Mhm.
to come to every practice,
Mhm.
but you don't have to. There's no, you're not being paid. Nobody's paying you, so
Right.
you don't have to.
Right. But you should
Yeah.
if you're going to commit to it.
Yeah.
Right.
And, everybody in the boat is extremely welcoming. When you're new and you start in the boat, you are going to be splashing. Your paddle is going to be all over the place.
Sure.
You're going to be splashing the veteran paddlers that are
Mhm.
sitting directly in front of you.
And they're okay with
And
that because
they
they were
are
new. They were
absolutely
new at one point
A-okay
as
with
well.
that. Yep. And that's the thing is that we all started at the exact same
Yeah.
place that you are starting right now.
Mhm.
We're all in the same boat.
Literally.
Literally.
Right. And so practices are what, Tuesday, Thursday, Monday,
We
Wednesday?
have, yeah, you want to go?
Well, the practices we on water, we do Thursday evening and Saturday morning
Okay.
down on the water. And then when we get into winter training, it's still Thursday, I believe,
Mhm.
Thursday and then Saturday as well. But again, what's so great about the team is having that commitment. The coach will always put the workout on the board. So if you can't make it exactly on time and
Mhm.
like, there's no pressure to show up. It's on the board. You can kind of take it as you need
Right.
and go.
Right.
Which is what's so great about it. It's kind of at your leisure. But I will say, once you get a taste for a race, you're going to come
Mhm.
back.
Yeah.
you're
So
going to
who
be
does
back.
who does the training or the supervising or they making sure that you're doing everything right? Is there like a leader? Is there like a team captain?
King Dragon.
Yes. Who's the
Is there
who's the
King Dragon?
HDIC?
The Dragon
Yeah.
The head
Master.
So
dragon
our,
in
our
charge.
coach is always like the do all say all.
Okay.
Like all direction comes from him.
Right.
And he has veteran paddlers that he will delegate to if he's not able to make it to a practice.
Right.
So there's always going to be a veteran paddler at one of the practices, and they'll provide the direction, and they are absolutely qualified. We have paddlers that compete at world
Worlds.
levels.
World levels. Yeah, yeah,
On
really.
Pottstown team, as well as our coach, they're world class.
So they are on other teams that travel.
They are
internationally.
yes.
Okay,
Mhm. Yep, Philadelphia Dragon Boat Association. Yep.
gotcha.
The one that was formed in 1983.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I put it
Yeah.
up in the description that we were talking to the world famous Dragon Boat Warriors, and it's not a stretch of the imagination. It's not. I'm not fibbing
Right.
up here. There are people rowing and competing right here in Pottstown that are known to compete on the world stage.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, this is one of the neatest.
It really is
This
like
is
this
neatest
neatest thing
thing
that
you
nobody
didn't know
knows.
about.
Yeah, the neatest
Yeah.
thing that nobody knows about. And there's a lot of stuff like that in Pottstown, but this really is, first of all, driving by the athletic club, the former
Sure.
armory, you're never going to know because it looks like PS 132 in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It's just this brick building. What is an armory, Matt? What
It was
is-
the National Guard
Mhm.
station.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where I don't remember the name of the post, but there used to be a tank that was parked in the back
Mhm.
of that thing. They used to have Jeeps and
Mhm.
trucks. There's an old gun range in the basement where they
Mhm.
used to practice firearms training.
Wow.
So it was basically an army fort.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
that's what it was.
Yeah. We
What
still
is-
use the garage
Yeah,
door.
or
by
the,
the way.
to bring the boat in and out.
Yeah. We do. Yeah. We actually. Yeah.
How
we
long?
hang the
How
boat.
long is the boat?
Oh God, that's a good question. I don't really know.
It's pretty
20
long.
something, maybe 20 something
So
feet.
as long as this room? It's longer than this room, probably.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
With
I
the-
would
with
say
the-
so there's different sized boats. So we have 10-person boats and we have 20
The 20-person
person
boat.
boat. So the small boat I would say is as long as this table.
Right, because it's two people.
Yeah.
Per seat.
Two
Per
pairs.
seat. Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
5 pairs.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what the exact number is.
All right, we'll
I
check
know.
on that. and get
Sorry,
back to it.
yeah.
Report back next week.
I'm
But
sorry, I
there's a
did not
specs
do my
in- oh,
research on that.
Thank you, Dave Andrian is chiming in. He says 40 feet.
Thank
There
you
you
very
go.
much.
Thank you very
Dave.
much. Good thing we had somebody that knew what they were talking about tuning in here.
Yes.
Kirk Mall is also chiming in. Great job,
Oh, great.
guys.
He's a dragon. boat
Tis,
pilot
all
as
right,
well.
Kathy Horner. I must come join you. I don't know. In addition to being the least creative person ever, I'm the least athletic person
Yeah.
ever. Bobby can attest to that. I've done yoga with him many
Yes.
times,
Oh, you're
and
fine.
I've done some pop Pilates with Enid.
Yep.
And so
We've suffered
I try.
through the pop
I
Pilates,
try.
yep.
I miss,
miss it,
I
yeah.
do. I do miss it. I miss Sunday
Yeah.
mornings, and yeah,
Yep.
I miss it.
Where
So
were you guys doing that stuff?
we were down at Samana,
Yeah.
Oh,
down at the
okay.
old roller mills, before she lost her lease, which is
Gotcha.
a super bummer.
So I'm going to give an address really quick, an
Mhm.
email address if I could, for
Sure.
anybody that is interested in wanting to give paddle ergs a try.
Mhm.
The paddle pool when we get it up and running.
Right.
So it's going to be Rob ROB
Got it.
.1
I'm going to write it down, then Matt can put it up. So Rob.1.
at PottstownAthleticClub.com.
Oh, that's so long.
It's long, but it's easy. You got it.
.com. I'm like going up.
So,
that-
and you-
Rob
yeah,
that one.
They can just shoot him an email and
Check
we
it
can
out.
connect, and I always make myself available. Any paddler will make themselves available to newcomers
sure.
to give
We're
things a try.
also on Facebook and Instagram.
Mhm.
So if there were Pottstown Dragon on Instagram, so you can also send us a message there, and one of us will be happy
Yep.
to connect with you and bring you
Mhm.
on in.
Who does the Instagram posts? Is that you, Bobby? You know you love your
That would
Instagrams.
be me.
There are a couple people that have that access the account, but Bobby is the prime
All
poster
right,
for
so
sure.
it's Pottstown on Facebook. It's Pottstown Dragon Warriors, right?
Yes,
Is that
and
the
on
right one?
Instagram,
I'm gonna
it's
like it.
Pottstown Dragon.
I like it. Pottstown Dragon Warriors. So not Pottstown Dragon Boat, just Pottstown Dragon.
Pottstown Dragon Warriors.
Warriors.
So
Yeah,
you're
so
welcome to
check them
find us
out.
on there. You can
Mhm.
also see events that we're hosting, along with a lot of our other events that we do with the club. So part of the membership with the club includes the Dragon Boat. Depending when you work with Rob, there's also the CrossFit that's included
Mhm.
with your membership if that's
Okay.
what you choose. The karate, the other things that we offer is all part of that membership that you have. So you
Right.
can try all these different things. And
Mhm.
if you like one thing or the other, it's kind of like a a
Yeah.
la carte type
Or
of
you
deal.
can just
Or
try
do it all
out
if you
and
want
try
to.
different
Do it
stuff.
all.
And it's things that you're not going to necessarily find
Yes.
at a traditional at LA
You
Fitness
absolutely will not.
or
Yeah.
No.
you know,
And
places
And I will
like that.
say the athletic club is not a traditional gym.
No, it's not at all.
Mhm.
At all.
Right. So no pretense.
No mirrors.
No.
No mirrors.
Literally no
mirrors.
mirrors.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Something I
Yeah.
realized the other day. There's no mirrors
Mhm.
in there.
That's
Yeah.
good. So you don't have any
One of
preeners,
the,
you know, people like
Nope.
you know looking at themselves and all that.
I think one of the most common statements that I get from people when we talk about CrossFit or we talk about the Dragon Boat team is that, well, I'm not going to be able to keep up at at that level.
Right.
And we always say that, well,
Well,
you had to start, we all had to
didn't
start somewhere.
Yeah, you started at the beginning.
Yeah, we all had to start somewhere, and we've only gotten to this point because we put in the time and the effort.
Just like anything else.
Yeah, just like anything else.
Right.
We put in the practice to get to that point.
Right.
Yeah.
I do see on the Facebook page, there's some videos, like there's a little short video here
Mhm.
of paddling,
Mhm.
which looks really cool. It's really, it's
like a ballet.
Really
It's
cool.
really
Yes.
neat. Mhm.
It is oddly mesmerizing.
Yeah.
That's a pretty, and you can really get a sense of from this little video here of what the pool, is that what it's called? Pool?
Paddle
pool,
pool.
but the paddle
Mhm.
pool looks like. That's very cool.
What I did was
Very,
I
very
took
cool.
some time while everybody was chatting, and I put up links to the Facebook pages and also to the web pages for Pottstown Athletic Club, for the Dragon Boat Warriors. I put up a wiki article about dragon boating in general.
Cool.
I put a link to the International Dragon Boat Association. I put up Rob's email address into the link into the chat. So after the show's over, or for those of you that are tech savvy enough, you can click on those links and learn more about everything that we talked about during the course of the show. There is a question
Yes.
up on the screen.
Lauren
Oh.
McCloskey wants to know if they will get to try this at our Rotary meeting. I'm assuming that you mean the paddle pool, Lauren. You want to try the paddle pool?
Or the
I-
ergs.
I guess it depends on the pool.
ergs
It
would-
depends on
yeah,
if it's
the pool is going to be dependent on whether it's repaired or not
Sure.
at that time. It
Yep.
is probably not going to be repaired at that time, but definitely the paddle ergs.
Right.
For those that are interested, we can give them a try.
Yeah.
Laura's a
Great.
big time CrossFitter. She's like an
Mhm.
elite
She
athlete
is.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Deb Penrod is saying that the Pottstown Rotary meeting is going to be there on January 18th. They're taking a tour of the Armory and of
Mhm.
Pottstown Athletic Club.
You can
So-
be my guest, Amy.
Yeah.
Right.
So if anybody wants to join the Rotary meeting on the 18th, reach out to Deb Penrod or Enid or
Yep.
any one of the other Rotarians. I'll put a link up to the Rotarians Facebook page so you can reach
I'm
out to
putting
them.
it right in my calendar right now.
And just to remind everybody, if you are a guest to one of the Rotary meetings, it is free. It's a
Mhm.
free activity,
Mhm.
and the Rotarians will take care of you.
6:00, is that what it usually is?
Usually around that time. We might start
Okay.
a little earlier
I'll see you.
this time, like 5:45
We'll
maybe.
connect.
Yeah. I just want to give a shout out to the Rotarians because they have been very, very helpful to Porchcast Pottstown.
Yes.
Mhm.
Appreciate
A lot of the
all of our
people-
Rotarian friends.
A lot of the people that watch the show are Rotarians, and they have supported us by liking, sharing, and donating stuff. to
Yeah.
us. They give us food and drinks.
We do like that. Although
We'll
it
work
is,
for
it has
food.
been, Deb says, Matt, shut up now.
Why?
Why? We're being nice, Deb. We're being nice about the Rotarians.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Yes.
The Rotary has really helped out
Mhm.
Porchcast Pottstown.
Yeah.
They are one of the organizations in town that have been huge supporters of Porchcast Pottstown.
And we appreciate it.
We do.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm going to put up a link to their Facebook page so that you can find out more about them.
Yeah. So check out the Dragon Warriors Facebook page for some really good shots. Oh, don't you have something coming up in December?
Oh, we
We
do.
do.
Yeah,
Right?
don't forget about this.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it, Bobby?
Yes.
Well, in December, for those who have little ones, Santa has contacted us
Mhm.
and he's asked for some help.
Is he coming to Pottstown?
So Santa's
Santa's coming here?
Santa's coming here. So he reached out to us and we're going to be helping him come to town
Hmm.
on December 3rd,
Excellent.
12.
Yeah. So
Don't be bad.
December 3rd, I think, is Pottstown's big
huge
Yep.
holiday
holiday.
kickoff.
Yes.
So
yeah.
we'll be
Kickoff.
paddling him to shore. Yep.
Ah, how
So,
fun! How fun!
If you want to bring your little ones, stand along the riverfront,
Mhm.
the
Yep.
bank.
So down at Riverfront Park, you can park there by the college,
Mhm.
and then walk
Just walk down to where like the
Mhm.
little launch pad is,
Yes.
and then just keep an eye out for them.
Mhm.
I'm sure you can hear them coming up the river.
So December 3rd,
Yep.
roughly what time?
Santa will be arriving at noon.
Gotcha.
And then he's gonna make his way through town to, I think the ultimate destination is the alley.
Mhm.
And we will have the dragon boat behind the alley in the parking lot for anybody that wants a photo opportunity
just come and check it
or
out.
to find out more about what we do.
Fantastic.
Any
And
questions
yeah,
or-
any questions?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Excellent.
we'll be
That's
there.
fun. Well, I
Yeah.
did see Santa arrive a couple of years ago. It's probably like before COVID at this point, I think. So it's been a few years. So that's very
Yeah.
exciting.
Yep.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a really big day and a big weekend in town. And I have
Yeah.
some of that stuff in my news and events here that will talk about all of the holiday stuff coming up because it's already
That time.
Almost there.
November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Thanksgiving next
believe.
week.
what the heck?
Pottstown is so much fun, Lauren. I put up a link to it looks like the paid Pottstown Area
mhm.
Economic Development is
Thank
going to
you.
be
Yeah.
the sponsors
Yeah.
for a Santa arriving, and the Dragon Boat Warriors will be rowing Santa to
Paddling Santa to
town. I'm
town.
sorry, I keep
Paddling.
Yes, paddling.
paddle. You should paddle me. and
So
maybe I'll
why is
remember.
there such a difference between rowing and paddling?
Well, think about it. When you watch rowing crews, they're facing backwards.
They're-
They're backwards.
yeah.
And we are forwards. We are looking at the end goal. Yeah.
Okay. So rowing is backwards, paddling is forward.
Yep.
So when you go kayaking, you're paddling.
You're paddling.
canoeing, paddling.
Mhm.
Deb's
Crew
upset
team,
because
rowing.
Deb's upset because she thinks all of Pottstown's going to come out to the Rotary meeting. Now
Oh,
we have
well, thank you for your
Yeah.
vote of confidence in our
Right.
Porchcast viewership, Deb. But
3/4 of the people watching are already Rotarians.
Yeah.
exactly.
We've
And
advertised
the other people watching are already dragon boaters.
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
right.
We've advertised the Rotary meetings heavily before, and I don't ever remember Deb complaining that
being
they were
so
being
overwhelmed, right?
No.
All right. I'm trying to get this. I don't think I have all of this December 3rd. Nah, I can't get it. All right. I'll have to come back to it
Okay.
for the news and events.
Do you want to get
So-
news and events
Yeah,
started up?
sure.
And Bobby and Enid should stay here with us because
Yeah.
I'm
Sure.
sure they both know about a bunch of stuff that's
Mhm.
going on. So Bobby and Enid, please chime in if you hear something that you know about or if
Sure.
it jogs your memory.
Yeah, I can't. quite-
Southside Social Club is tuning in. Thanks for
Well,
watching.
I'm going to go there. Vance, do you have any pasta visual left?
You want to go
that's
to
how you-
Southside afterwards?
That's how you have to say it. Pasta visual, right, Mom?
I
Yeah.
thought it was fagioli.
It is fagioli. It's pasta fagioli if you're going to be like
Oh.
authentico. But if you're going to be like an Italian American, you got to say pasta fagioli, which
And some
was
gabagool.
a gabagool, right? Be cool, gabagool. Sometimes my dad will sign an email like that. All right, be cool, gabagool. But yeah, pasta visual was an absolute staple in my house growing up, especially on Fridays during Lent. That was what we had was pasta visual. It's got like 4 ingredients. None of this fancy stuff. No celery, nothing fancy like that. Pasta, which in our house was macaroni. Don't be trying to call it any fancy pasta. It was macaroni, was beans, was garlic, and tomato sauce. And a little bit of olive
you
oil.
go.
So anyway, yes.
I also want to
Yeah,
mention
Chris.
Pottstown United Brewing Company, who's also been a host to us.
Yeah.
And Southside Social Club that's also been a host.
Yes, for
host.
sure.
Cool.
Pottstown United Brewing has a comedy show coming up. Hold on, let me go.
November 30th.
Yeah, what is that all about? Do you know?
Cricket comedy. I did that
Mhm.
a couple years ago. It was a lot of fun there. And I guess they're doing the same thing
I
again.
see that.
November
Let
30th.
me bring that up because we love pub.
Gypsy Chris did eat. This is a piece of news.
Mhm.
Gypsy Chris did eat the last piece of chocolate cake at
Oh,
Southside Social Club.
Yeah.
So if you're hoping for that, they're out unless Vance re-ups.
So
I
where?
heard that chocolate cake is like really,
good.
really good.
Really good.
It's good.
Why can't I find the information? I will bring it back next week on that Comedy Club. I thought I just saw it today. Am I making that up?
No, you saw it. Yeah, I saw it as well.
Right? Okay.
Mhm.
I will bring that to you next week or when we come back. Next week is Thanksgiving.
November 30th. I think it was like 7:30 was the start time for that
Okay.
cricket comedy.
Thank you. Cricket
Yeah.
comedy. So
I'll just chime in.
I
where
would
know
imagine,
some.
yes, please.
Please.
And I would imagine you need tickets for that because
Yes,
it's kind
you
of
need to get tickets.
A
Yeah.
small
Small
space.
space.
Yeah. So, all right. So that December 3rd, I was looking for. I can't read all of the information about what's going on December 3rd with paid because it's
I
like
put the link up.
I
so,
know, but it's coming up like this. I can't read it.
That's
11
how it was.
You know what you need to do for the
Shite.
cricket comedy? You have to go to cricket comedy because I don't think the pub
okay.
shared it. Cricket shared it and tagged them.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cricket comedy. Is it with a K?
Yes.
Like Kricket?
Yeah.
Is it some weird spelling?
Mhm.
Okay.
All
Got
right.
it.
You ready for December 3rd?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So at 12 noon, Santa Claus crosses the river on the dragon boat, Riverfront Park, College Drive, Pottstown, right?
Mhm.
From 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., there's tours of the Challenger Learning Center at Montco. That's at 101 College Drive. That'll be open for 30-minute tours between 11:30 and 12:15. And then again, 11:30, 12:15, and 1 o'clock. Schuylkill River Greenway's River of Revolutions Interpretive Center is going to be open to visitors from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. From 1 to 3, Santa rides the fire truck over to the alley at 228 East High Street. Fire pits, hot chocolate, beverages for purchase. Santa's dragon boat will be parked behind the alley for visitors to learn more about how they can participate with the dragon boat or just come out and see our world famous dragon boat.
Yep.
1 to 3, cookie decorations at Beverly's Pastry Shop. That's at 322 East High Street. There's a whole list of other stuff. Self-guided tours, scavenger hunts, pedometers. So there's a walk challenge. This year's theme is It's a Wonderful Life. And then later on in the evening, there's going to be a tree lighting, caroling, cookies and cocoa from 7 p.m. to 8:15
A
at
busy
Smith
day.
That sounds
Family Plaza. Pottstown School District, Pottstown senior volunteers will be caroling. There's all kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
It looks like it
Very nice.
starts
It's gonna be
at
a busy day.
noon.
Yeah.
It starts at noon and runs until 8:15. So that's 8 hours and 15 minutes of all the downtown fun you could possibly
have. Matt, how much does all that cost?
Most of it appears to be free.
Sure.
Now, if you
As
want
a
to
lot of
buy
things
a
are-
drink or something at the alley,
of course.
that's a different
But
story.
certainly you can take the kiddos down to the park and watch Santa come in on the dragon
Right.
boat free.
Free.
Certainly you can go see a tree lighting and sing some carols free.
Yeah.
Cocoa, maybe free. We're not
Maybe.
sure. Don't
Right.
hold us to that. Yeah.
It
Good
does.
stuff.
It says tree lighting, caroling, cookies, and cocoa.
Mhm.
It doesn't
Yeah.
say anything about a fee for
Right.
that.
Wonderful. Lots of good stuff.
Mhm.
And then you can follow it up the next day with the Pottstown Go Forth Festival Holiday House Tour, featuring homes in the east end of town and the Rosedale section. You guys, there's a couple of houses. Well, all of the houses are beautiful, of course. I got to see that mid-century modern one. I'm dying to see
Yeah.
it. It's like all glass, and it looks like it's got like sooty screens in there, and it looks really, really cool. So that is from 1 to 4 on December 4th, Sunday. Buy your tickets in advance. They're $25, I think. And then they go up to $30 the day of. So there are tickets available the day of, but please buy them in advance because otherwise we'll be really nervous and think that nobody's coming on our tour. But we always do get a really good turnout. And there's, you can drive yourself house to house, but we do have a trolley, which is sponsored by PART and by Tompkins Bank, and very generously sponsoring that. So you can just ride the trolley around and go to the houses. Some of them you can walk in between. And then for the ones that are further apart, you can take the trolley.
How do we get a calendar?
Oh, also our calendars are available and they will be up on our website. The calendar features the homes that are on this year's tour and some other fun 4th of July pictures sprinkled in. And they will be available for sale on our website very shortly. We literally just picked them up And then I will have them in the back of my car, and I will hit everybody up that I know to buy a calendar, just like I did for the flags, which are also still available.
The Go Forth,
Always selling stuff.
the Go Forth website is pottstowngoforth.com,
Yep,
and is
F-O-U-R.
proudly displayed up on the screen.
Thank you. Yeah, so all of this is all fundraising for the amazing 4th of July that we have here in Pottstown.
And then when the 4th of July parade and the 4th of July celebration comes up, how much do we charge people to come from all over the United States to enjoy our 4th of July celebration?
We charge them nothing.
It's free.
Yes.
And then
So
how many
thanks to
taxpayer
our
dollars?
friends at the Rotary Club who present the parade,
Mhm.
which is really such a great, it's
Mhm.
like, it's such an awesome
It's the
parade.
best parade,
It really
yeah.
is the best parade. And it just will make you like swell with Americana pride. And then the festival, of course, and the fireworks. And you were going to ask about taxpayer
Yeah,
dollars?
how many taxpayer dollars go to fund the 4th of July celebration? They go
Zero.
for-
Zero. We pay for the park. We
Right.
rent the park. We pay the police. We put like all of that stuff gets paid for. Nothing is donated.
So buy a calendar,
Yes.
go on the tour.
Yeah. So we will have people that will buy calendars, like 10 calendars, and give them out for holiday gifts.
Mhm.
We have people that move away and they want to still be
Aw.
connected to Pottstown, and so they buy our flags and they buy our calendars every year. And it's just a great gift, and it's a beautiful calendar. Carol Brightbill does the photography, and Amy Francis does the layout, and it is a really nice fundraiser. And thank you to all of our advertisers, 2 of which are sitting in this room right now.
Yes,
Yes.
I advertise every year.
And so do I. So go to PottstownGoForth.com to buy your tickets for the holiday house tour. You will not regret it. It is a lovely way to spend a day checking out some of the great homes that we have right here in Pottstown. And we
Mhm.
really do have some beauts.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're historic too.
Mhm.
Joe Rusevich is saying he's
Hi,
going
Joe.
to pick up his calendar from the alley.
Yes.
I got the calendar.
Joe and I do a lot of business in the alley behind my house. Thanks for tuning in, Joe. Art Fusion. I don't know if anybody saw the post today, but I made some wooden spoons down at Art Fusion.
I saw
Oh,
that.
fun.
They are very far from being finished. We have a lot of sanding left to do, but I love Art Fusion. It is one of my favorite places in town. And the wooden spoon carving class was actually on Thursdays, and I'm a little busy on Thursdays. So we set up a private class and did our
nice.
spoon carving. That's where I got my injuries here. My wood
Carving injuries.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
not
but
uncommon.
I'm going to be spending the next few weeks sitting on my front porch, sanding my spoon. So Van Gogh's Secret Studio is something that Art Fusion has every year for kids to go and buy inexpensive items for their families for the holidays.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's so
That
nice.
is December 3rd, 10th, and 17th from 11 to 2. And the kids can go in and I don't know if they buy them or if there's things to make, crafty items to make. Go to Art Fusion's website or Facebook page. Check out the details on Van Gogh's Secret Studio. They
Just
will
put up a link to
They
their
will let you
Facebook
keep your
page.
ears intact.
Mhm.
Van Gogh's Secret Studio. Every 4th Saturday of the month is the Vet Stand Down at Memorial Park. The island in Memorial Park is now officially called Veterans Island. And if you've not been over there, check it out. It is beautiful and really well maintained by the folks that the Veterans Island project. And every 4th Saturday of the month, they have a mini stand down for vets, by vets. That's from 10 to noon. If you are a vet or you know a vet that's in need of services or help or a free meal or some clothes, they can go check that out the 4th Saturday of every month.
I put a link to Veterans Island Project up on the screen. You can contact them if you want to learn more about participating in Veterans Island Project or the Veterans Coalition. You could also contact Mike Murphy through Facebook. The retired chief warrant officer is our veterans liaison
Yes.
here on Porchcast Pottstown,
Yes.
and he's very concerned that the veterans do not get enough love.
Mhm.
So please reach out to them at Veterans Island Project and show them your love. And appreciation.
Yes.
Well, for any veterans out there, the gym offers free classes for
Oh.
the veterans in the
Mhm.
community.
Great. Thank you.
So please
All right.
come out and join us.
Yeah.
Every Friday night, we dedicate the workout to a veteran. or anyone that's suffering through PTSD.
That's
It's
very nice.
completely free.
Oh, that's very nice.
Come
There
out
you
and check
go.
us out.
Yeah. And if you want more information, you can email rob.1@pottstownathleticlub.com. Great. Thank you. That's a really nice
Yeah,
thing.
please come out.
Ricketts Center, Boyertown Area Multi-Service at the Ricketts Center is offering a community Thanksgiving meal that is this coming Monday, the 21st from 4 to 7:30 at the Ricketts Center on Beach Street. Meals are first come, first serve. No registration or sign up is needed. And they can't do any reserves. So just like they can't reserve a meal for you. So just show up between 4 and 7:30. Again, in no particular order, I've got like dates all over the place. Professional Pharmacy is having a local vendor event, holiday event. That's December 10th from 10 to 3 at Professional Pharmacy. They also have really nice gifts there. Oldie kind pharmacy. I like it there.
It's a nice pharmacy.
Yes. Thanksgiving Eve, big night out, big party night out. Don't get so hungover that you can't eat your turkey on Thursday. But Thanksgiving Eve at Rivet is Flux Capacitor. I just like saying the name of that band, Flux Capacitor. That is at Rivet at 7 p.m. Maybe I will go. My child will be home. Maybe I'll take him out for a night on the town.
I was just going to say, now, if he's going to be home, are you going to take him?
Or okay, I'll be like, all right, thanks for coming home. We'll see you tomorrow.
Or
Yeah.
will he be nerding out on his
He
computer?
might be nerding out. But yeah, no, I think it would be fun now that he is, of age.
Yeah.
21.
Take him out. Yeah. Second annual Pottstown Decorating Contest. This is Mosaic Community Land Trust. Throughout the week, December 13th through 17th. And they have 5 categories for their Pottstown Decorating Contest, holiday decorating contest. Door, porch, Griswold, which I think means like over the top lights. Is that what the Griswold means? Like,
okay.
Yeah. People's Choice, and then themed or old world decorations. Winners are determined by the most likes on Facebook. So let's see, winners will be announced on December 18th and awarded a gift card. Submit photos to info@mosaicCLT.org no later than December 11th. So decorate, take a picture, send it to the Mosaic email address. They'll put the pictures up on Facebook, and whoever gets the most likes wins.
Bobby wants to know if the fivers
So-
are included.
Did you see my post on Facebook today?
So I do not know. Do we have anybody from Mosaic that's watching? Audra or
As an
who else?
honorary
Or
for
Tracy or anybody?
Who loves
We
the
will-
Chad?
Please
Find
just
that out.
honorarily include
He's a
Bobby.
ringer. That's like what you do for a living, right?
I do have like an unfair advantage. But
Yeah. I don't know. Will it involve penguins? Possibly.
You know the community animal.
Yes.
So I put a link up to Mosaic Community Land Trust in
Okay.
the chat, and literally it's the first post that comes up on their Facebook
Okay.
page. So if you want to learn more about it, just
Right.
click on that link.
All right. Well, so see if what the geographic area
I'm gonna
is
ask.
that's included
I'm
in
gonna
that.
ask
All
right
right,
now.
go ahead. St. Paul's Diaper Bank, free diapers and other essentials for families in need. That is very nice. Wednesdays from 10 to noon. St. Paul's, I don't have an address. St. Paul's Church.
I think that's the one over there in Stowe.
Okay. I don't
I'll
know how
find
that
it.
that
I'll
came up
find
on I get a lot of my news and information from Jamie Sanchez. Thank you, Jamie, on her Pottstown, PA events page. I just kind of like troll her page. And do my, so I appreciate you doing all that work, Jamie. Feed me cookies and tell me I'm pretty. That is Saturday, November 26th at 4 p.m. at Lady Liberty. We had a show there about last September. We did a show there.
St. Paul's is the
Where's-
one on Franklin Street, right across the street from Franklin Elementary School.
Okay.
I'm going to put
Gotcha.
a link to their Facebook page.
So
in the
this
chat.
Feed Me Cookies and Tell Me I'm Pretty. It's that time of year we all turn on our ovens and let the smell of baked goods fill our homes and tummies. Do you make the best cookies? Okay, I'm going to try to. It's a cookie competition.
Who's doing that?
Lady Liberty Salon in partnership with Beverly's Pastry Shop for this one-of-a-kind event. One lucky winner will have their cookie featured the entire month at Beverly's. So this is a lot of information here. So You must make 24 or made homemade cookies, 24 or more homemade cookies, cookie drop off. And let's see, if you want to join in on the fun, we'll be selling a mix of all the cookies for $10 a box. That's what I want to do. I don't want to bake. I just want to enjoy. And if I pay
I
for it,
might
that's totally
register
fine.
my dad for that.
Is your dad
He's a ringer? A ringer.
He's a cookie guy?
What's his cookie?
What's it? What is he?
He's good at all. There's all kinds. We'll have to figure it
Art
out.
Green, Renaissance
Yeah.
man.
He can bang them out.
Wow,
You might have to edit
impressive.
that.
Well, you know his smoked trout soup is like one of my
Yeah.
favorite things ever.
Yeah, dude. He
So
can cook,
good.
too.
Yep.
Now he's not normally a baker. My mom's normally
Mhm.
a baker. But
Right.
my dad can make some
He can-
chocolate chip cookies.
He can get right in
and
there.
Oatmeals and
Mhm.
Russian tea balls and yeah,
That sounds
he's got to
delicious.
enter that. I think.
I think so. Well, give him the information. Yeah, if you're not able to purchase a cookie box and want to still
I'll
help
have to
accept
talk to him
donations,
because
yeah.
he's not on Facebook.
So go to the it's a lot of information, a lot for me to read, but it is Saturday, November 26th. So if you go to the Lady Liberty Salon and Spa Facebook page, all of the information is there.
Guess what I did, Amy?
You put a link up in the chat.
Yeah.
How did I guess? Excellent. Okay, so we've got a link to Beverly's. We've got a link to Lady Liberty. Perfecto. SOAR Aerial Fitness, where you can take classes from Bobby on Tuesdays
Yeah.
and Fridays, is having a holiday open house. This is tomorrow on the 18th from 6 to 9. Samantha is the woman that is that her name?
Sam.
Sam.
Sam
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
So
So,
if you want to come out tomorrow
She's super nice.
from 6 to 9, you can meet some of the other instructors, try a pose. We'll have light hors d'oeuvres just to check out the
Yeah.
space. It's a beautiful, beautiful studio.
Have you the hors d'oeuvres after the pose?
Yes.
Just a
How do you
suggestion.
spell sorrel?
Soar.
Soar.
Oh,
like
soar.
flying through the air. Yes.
I got it.
So really great classes. They're offering not just aerial classes, but Bobby has a mat class, and then I think there's kickboxing on the weekends.
There's cardio kickboxing,
Mhm.
the aerial classes. We are offering a lot of kids classes.
Yes,
Tons
I
of
one
kids
of my
classes.
friends, his wife and daughter did the
I
mommy
think
and
I called
me.
them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tons of. It's very kid and actually dog friendly there.
Mhm.
Love dogs there. But the aerial classes, kickboxing classes, we have Zumba as well.
Okay.
And mat classes.
Do you know who's really great at Zumba? Not me. My husband is great at Zumba.
Tell him to
Like,
come
he's
out.
so good.
I want to see it.
Right? He's really good at Zumba. He did it for a while. He was like going to Zumba classes. Yeah. I
Come
know.
out and Zumba
Yeah.
with us.
All right. Maybe
I
we
don't teach
will.
that.
Okay. Okay. Maybe we will. He's really good at Zumba. I don't know
Is
if
there a
she's like
class
that.
while your son is home? Because you can make it a family affair and Zumba.
Oh my
And then you can
gosh. I
walk
don't know.
right
I think
next
Harrison
door
gets
to
his
Rivet.
coordination from me and his good looks.
Yeah.
Gets his brains from his dad. Holiday Frost Fair at Pottsgrove Manor, December 11th. So not competing with any of the other stuff. They're having their Frost Fair on Sunday, December 11th from, I don't know, to 5 o'clock. This 11 to 5, 18th century holiday frost fair. Historic games, traditional holiday entertainment, and a craft market full of handmade items. And they really decorate nice. And it's the Pottsgrove Manor is really a treasure that we have here in Pottstown. So I am sure that it will be all decorated for the holidays. Spaghetti dinner fundraiser. So after you've had your whole day on December 3rd and you're exhausted and you certainly don't feel like cooking, you can go to the spaghetti dinner fundraiser at the First Presbyterian Church, presented by the Cub Scout Pack 146. And that is from 4:30 to 7. And you know that it is going to be a good, nice meal over there at the First Presbyterian Church, which is on Franklin Street. Is it Franklin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's right across the street from the high school and middle school.
In the middle school,
complex.
yeah, and the
Mhm.
funeral home over there.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a beautiful church. So yeah, $10 for adults, $8 for kids. Support, don't have to cook. Nice. Winterfest food drive. This is at Alt House Arboretum on December 14th. They are having a food drive. Donations to benefit local charities, drop off non-perishable goods. They do a lot of good work up there at the Alt House Arboretum. They also have a eco gift shop I saw.
Oh, really?
So they've got,
that's kind of new then, huh?
yeah, I think I saw that they had just opened it up.
Yeah, it's got to be new because
and
this is the first first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, if you want to like pull it up or look at it.
I put
It's
a link
like-
up to their Facebook page so people can
Student,
check
here it is.
out.
Here it is. A student-run eco gift shop opening. So it opens this coming Saturday, November 26th,
Oh, that's
from
a good
10 to
one.
2. Student-run eco gift shop, and that is sustainable gifts, unique fair trade items, and items made by local crafters. Excellent, really great way to buy local and support fair trade and sustainable and all of that good stuff. So don't be going to no Best Buy or any of that crap.
Katie Clark,
Right.
Pot
Yeah.
Pinko.
Pot Pinko.
She said that Soar Fitness is awesome.
Awesome. I will tell you,
Thank you.
if you have hip or back issues,
I'll take care of that. for
doing
you.
the aerial is really, really
So I need to
good.
get over there.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
fix you.
hmm
Thanks, brother.
Yeah. Christmas Bazaar, Saturday, December 3rd from 9 to 2. And this is at St. Paul's UCC on Franklin Street, North Franklin Street. So shopping for you on the 3rd. Wow. Lots going on.
It's a lot happening.
Yeah.
There is a lot
Woo.
happening.
Diane Sherry Crumb said
Hi, Diane.
somebody, I don't know who, is accepting hanging baskets and pots that you don't need.
Is that at Alt House, Diane?
Oh, could be. She might be talking about All House Arboretum.
All right. Little clarification.
The other thing that I like about All House Arboretum is the hiking trails
Yeah.
and the walking trail.
Very
that they
nice.
have, because it's all the plant, not all, but a good majority of the native plants are
Mhm.
labeled. So if you want to learn about native flora while you're on your little health walk,
hmm
the All House Arboretum is a great
Maybe you
place
might
to go.
even see some fauna,
You might see some fauna too. And
but
guess
don't
how
tell
much
Matt
that
because
is?
he might kill the fauna and eat it.
Not at the All House Arboretum. Only places where it's legal.
Alt House
to do it.
Arboretum to walk around their trails. I
Mhm.
think it's free.
It's free.
I've been there before.
Mhm.
It's a nice. I've only been there in the winter actually, and
Oh,
it's
really?
a nice, like nice fall walk. I like
Mhm.
going in the woods in the wintertime.
Nice.
Mhm. Hoping to get out there this weekend. It's nice and cold.
Mhm.
Am I the only person that's happy it's cold?
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
I enjoy it. I enjoy the cold weather.
I'm very happy that it's cold. Yes.
Right on.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm sweating all the time. 54 years old. You know. It happens.
What-
You'll get there, sister.
What does the Porchcast Pottstown upcoming schedule look like?
Oh,
Let's
yes.
make some announcements that revolved around
So we are off next week for Thanksgiving.
that. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yes. And let's see.
December 1st, I have it up.
Yep, okay.
December 1st, we're going to be talking to Dave Charles from Strive Initiative.
Very happy to welcome
Uh,
Dave back to the show.
Yes, he's been on the show several times. Always a good chat.
hmm
Porchcast Pottstown on December 8th is going to be our shop local holiday
Mhm.
shopping extravaganza.
Yes.
Amy did such a great
It was
job
like 90
last year.
minutes last year
It
of
was.
just shopping local suggestions.
Yeah.
on High Street.
Yes.
So-
Yeah, I literally just focused on High Street. I didn't even go
Wow.
off to
No.
like jeans lingerie or anything like that.
Mhm.
No, you had Manet from
What is
basically
that
from
place?
York.
Jeans
Jeans
lingerie is
lingerie
no
is
fucking
great.
joke, man. It
Yeah,
is
no,
no
they're
joke.
It's right on
serious.
Hanover Street,
Yeah.
Hey.
You've never been by it?
across
You
from
got to
the
drive by
Mercury
it.
Building.
It is Fredericks of Hollywood in the front, and it is all business in the back.
Let's check it out.
Oh yes,
you gotta
It
check it
is an
out, dude.
institution, and
Mhm.
it is like foundations of undergarments. But there's a lot
That
of
should be a porch cast.
it. Really, oh my gosh!
I would
Have you
love-
ever met Jean?
I have not.
She's a character. So it, but people go there to buy like their wedding night like
Oh,
things, but also
Okay.
it's for like a serious fitting
Yeah.
of
professional fitting.
undergarment. Yeah, for real. It is no joke, and it has been there for a long time, and
Mhm.
it is a serious place.
I've had some ladies in my life
Mhm.
that go there
Mhm.
because the fitting is so good.
Yes.
It's the best place
Yes.
to go get a bra.
Yeah, because if you go to Victoria's Secret, you've got like some 17-year-old working at the mall that's like trying to
Oh.
fit you for a bra, and
No,
it's,
Jean
it
knows
is
her
she
boobs.
knows her boobs. Yes,
Yeah.
shout out for
Jean
Jean.
boobs.
Yes, yeah, but it is it's all Fredericks of Hollywood in the
Yeah.
front, but
Yeah.
it is serious business in the
they
back.
got some stuff for guys in there. If
Do
you're
they?
so
If you little
inclined.
banana hammocks and
Yeah,
whatnot,
right.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
You got it. Flaunt it.
Everybody's giving shout outs.
Jean
to
Estelle. Remember how Matthew, Jean Estelle. Well, sure, Jean was your neighbor for a long time, right, Rob?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. It is.
Right next
No
door.
joke. All right. I
So-
went off on a little boob tangent there. Sorry, folks.
So intrigued.
So what I'm saying is that those shows, the upcoming shows after we come back from Thanksgiving, are going to carry us out through
Yes.
the year.
Yeah. And then we've got Beacon of Hope on the 15th.
Correct.
And then we break. And then we're trying to get, we're scheduling into January.
Yes. So that brings me to my segue for people that are interested in coming on the show. If you would like to come on the show the way Enid and Bobby did, it's really easy to do. Enid, how did you get on the show tonight?
I think that question actually has to be diverted to Bobby because
Oh,
I'm
that
just
was-
along for the ride.
What? How did you get on the show
I
tonight?
got on the show.
Did you just ask?
I just asked.
Yes, that's the
literally
answer.
just
That is the answer. You
Yeah.
just
I
asked.
asked
Yes.
while hanging out in the alley.
Yes, we were
Ah,
hanging out at the
excellent.
Hanging
alley
out in the alley.
at the Go Forth
Thank you.
thank you party.
That was like
Just
so long ago.
Just networking,
Right.
talking to the locals,
All
and then
right.
I ran into this guy.
All right.
Yep. And
Great.
he said, "Hey, can I come on Porchcast
Mhm.
Pottstown?" And
Mhm.
Enid was like, "Yeah, that would be great if we could come on Porchcast Pottstown." And I said, "Send me an email."
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get on Porchcast Pottstown, send us an email at pottstownreports.com. And I'm going to pottstownreports@gmail.com. Pottstownreports.
Yeah, you always forget that.
I do.
You
But
always
I'm
forget
gonna,
that part.
I'm gonna put that up on the screen. If you want to come on the show, pottstownreports@gmail.com. Just ask. We will talk to anybody who is willing to talk to us about what is going on in Pottstown as far as their business, their nonprofit organization. We've just talked to our neighbors sometimes about what they enjoy or maybe what they don't like about living in Pottstown.
Mhm.
We are not Pollyanna. We take the good with the bad. We will cover it all.
Yep.
But if you come on here to complain, you better have a solution.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Better
it.
have a solution.
You're going to
This
stir
is-
that pot. You better be prepared to lick the spoon.
There you go.
The
Amy
wooden,
Wolf.
hand-carved wooden spoon.
Right.
By Amy.
That may have blood on it.
Stirring, feeding people, anything.
All
Yes.
that stuff. Occasionally, while we're stirring the pot, we say something wrong, or
We
say
do.
something
We fess up.
stupid.
We absolutely fess
We
up
fess
when we
up.
do. It's
If
very
you
rare.
caught us saying
Yeah.
something wrong, send your questions, comments, or critique also to pottstownreports@gmail.com. We do address all legitimate emails,
Yes.
questions, comments, and critique at pottstownreports.com. Pottstownreports@gmail.com. I keep saying that.
You're going to have to find that URL, pottstownreports.com.
At gmail.com. We work on Pottstown Reports in cooperation with the folks from Eye on Pottstown. They help us get the word out about the show. They also give us some hot topics
Yes.
that they are seeing on Eye on
Oh, there was
Pottstown
some
page.
stuff in there today. Oh boy. All right, we're gonna end it right there.
Juicy. Right. No complaints without a solution.
Yep.
All right.
Break it down.
I'm going to break it down towards the end of the show because I'm getting a little hungry and a little thirsty.
Pasta visual.
We're going to go at Southside Social Club. I also have the logo for Pub up on the screen.
Yep.
Don't forget to
Pub's got some
support-
soup special tonight.
Yeah. Don't forget to support your local eating and drinking establishments, especially the ones that have helped us, Social Club and Pub.
Mhm.
My name is Matt Green. I am your local real estate expert. Please call me when you need help selling or buying residential and commercial real estate in the borough of Pottstown and the surrounding areas. That would be Chester, Berks, and Montgomery County. Amy Wolf is the lovely office manager here at Wolf Baldwin and Associates, where we have been shooting live 800 East High Street. They are your local workman's compensation
Mhm.
certified
Specialists. Yeah. No joke. Don't try to do that stuff. Just last week, in the last week, Levi's had 2 clients that tried to do it on their own. One of them went to court by herself, and the judge said,
Get
No.
out of here.
"You need an attorney.
You need an attorney. Can't do
Don't
this
try to
on
do
your
it.
own.
Don't try to do it by yourself." Yep.
And remember that the attorneys who handle that kind of stuff get paid as part of the settlement, right? So
Yeah.
you don't have to pay the attorney.
No, it's
up
not like you're
front,
out of pocket. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So come down,
And
if
you
you're
will
ha-
likely get more money if you have an attorney.
There you go.
Yep.
So Amy Wolf from Wolf Baldwin Associates. We had Enid and Bobby from the Dragon Boat Warriors Pottstown Athletic Club on tonight. We are Porchcast. Let's talk soon.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.